As you can see, I've now got a giant gazebo in here basically, which fits Rio in. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. First off, I just want to start the video as I feel like I do quite regularly, which is to start the video with an apology. I haven't been uploading recently, and just wanted to give a reason for that. I actually recorded a video not too long ago actually, and I ran into a few problems and I felt like I couldn't finish it, and I didn't want to put it up sort of like half done, so I kind of got stuck, and then my head kind of got out of the game, and I've been struggling to get back to it ever since. So we're actually on our way to the unit right now, and I'm going to be doing some work on Rio the Rascal. I've got a few ideas so we can start making this project move forwards, and hopefully we can actually get this thing done soon. I'm still a million miles away from where I want to be with it, but the only way to get it done is to actually make a start, isn't it? So let's go and make a start. I'll catch you guys when I get there. So we're here in the unit now. Some weird things have happened, but I'm not going to keep. I'm going to keep this quite brief because a lot happened, but not much has happened with Rio, and I want to make sure that the video is more concentrated around Rio the Rascal and not all the other bits and pieces really that's happened. So here we go. As you can see, I've now got a giant gazebo in here basically, which fits Rio in, which is really nice. As you can see, Rio fits in really well inside of this, so let me take you in and show you around. So now I'm switching to more of a point of view. I'll close this up just for a few minutes whilst I show you around. So inside of here I now have my workshop, and as I'm going to be working on the front here today, I've just moved Rio back because he was right up against the wall here, and I've obviously got my light here, so it creates a good amount of light, as well as the main lights inside the unit. They make it quite bright in here, to be honest. That's why I chose a white tent, because I knew it would get dirty, but if I went for blue or whatever, everything in here would be blue, so I think white is the best thing. I picked up this 3 kilowatt heater because it's absolutely freezing in here, and to be honest, I've had enough of being cold. My hands are cold now actually, and it's still only reading 7.9 degrees, as you can see. This will warm up probably to 15 up to 20 degrees, but it's going to take a little while for it to warm up to 20 degrees. So before I get started, I'm going to let it warm up in here. Obviously I'm not going to keep the camera on for the whole of that duration. Yeah, I've got a workshop now, so this is a mess, but it's in here and it's great because it fits inside. I've got my tool chest, which I'm going to move down there in a moment. I've got somewhere to sit because it's too cold outside of the tent, and I've got my workbench. It's in a state right now. I've been doing lots of other bits and pieces. I've been getting my tools and all that stuff for my compressor, which I have just outside of the room to give me a little bit more room in here. The job that I got stuck on, which I'm a bit embarrassed about, was actually the electronic ignition. I've recorded doing all this part and changing everything in here, but as you can see by the wiring, I found out basically there is a ballast somewhere, but I can't find it, and I'm assuming that it's connected inside somewhere into the ignition switch somewhere, through, well, behind the fuse box or something. I don't know where it is exactly, so I stopped on that, and I'm going to get some help from an auto electrician to try and find it, if it's there, and we will see. Wow, that light is really bright in my face. I'm really lit up right now. But yeah, today's video, I'm going to be taking off the front of Rio. I think that's important because there's rust behind him, there's all sorts of things behind here that I want to make sure that I take care of, and also I've got to start off masking inside here and grinding in here, and start with preparation for painting, because I want to just tart this up. There is a hole of rust, I've already pointed out it previously inside of there, but so for now let's just pretend that that's not there, and just make it nice, and then I can always grind it back like I've done here, and then I could weld it later, because I can't do that at the moment. So the first thing today is to remove these screws, because I'm going to take off the front grille here. There's 4 screws there, there is a couple in there, and the same on that side. Actually there's one missing at the bottom there, and there's one there. And then these ones I think are the ones that hold in this side of the light, and same on this side. So we'll take that off, and then we'll see where we're at next. I just want to point out this is a new camera for me, so I'm still getting used to using it, so if the footage is flickery and stuff, I'm sorry about that. But here is a closer look at the rust. You can see, look, it's just where the paint's flaking really, but it's not very nice. It's not very nice at all, and just needs a clean up. I think it actually kind of looks better without a grill on, but we'll have to see, because I'm thinking of changing these lights to circular ones and building a plate around here with like a circle in it, and then mounting it into it. Obviously painting and filling, and then it will look kind of nice, but I still probably will use all this. I don't know, I might not use these though. I don't know, I might just stick the grill back on and cut off the tabs. I don't know at this moment in time, I just know where I'm going with it. They're going to be round lights, LED, instead of these old lights. Now, I actually forgot the manual at home because I've been trying to study it when I'm at home, and also not leave it here because it's a very damp environment. The heater actually dries the environment out, but it's not ideal. So yeah, this is a bit of a problem. I think this is what holds it on. This one big bolt here. Can't just be the one, probably there's some behind the lights, but I don't know actually whether there is one behind the lights. Let's undo this centre one and then we'll see. It looks, actually, I've just realised that there's a bolt missing, so there's only one bolt in that centre bit there. They're all strange bolts, these. They don't look like the normal ones that I would assume that would be used. But there's a bolt that's supposed to be in here, look, and it's not there. Of course, this is still rock solid. because it unbolts from the inside. That's why the brackets are inside. So I have to undo them, I have to figure out where they are. It should be just straight behind here, and then undo them, and hopefully the bumper will come off without destroying everything. So as you can probably see there, that's the bolt, and there's one on that side as well. Well, I think that's what's holding them in, not holding the bumper on, should I say. So we're going to attempt to remove that. If it isn't, then the bumper won't come off. There you go. Don't know why it's blue. I mean, the other one here is blue as well, so. Right, let's see. Now that they're undone. I don't know if you can see in there, it's like, that looks like there's something just in there, but even with doing that, the bumper is absolutely bloody rock solid. Okay, so I took out the flooring and discovered, yeah, it was hidden under the flooring, but there is actually another bolt in both bottom corners, which is what will be holding the bumper on. Can't really see it on that side, but it's there. So let's get that off, and then I will see about getting this bumper off. So all I can tell you really is I've found some stuff that I'd rather not have found, if I'm honest with you. Some areas of rust, which is a bit concerning, because I couldn't get the bolts off where I did find them, because they were so rusted around them in those areas, and somebody's done some sort of repair and that. I've finally got them off, so now we're going to get the bumper off, and then I'll show you what's going on inside. So there we go, there's the bumper off. And here's the bit I was worried about, which is showing on this side as well. That's not just on the surface, unfortunately, it's actually going through where it's connected on the other side. There's two pieces of metal, and it's gone through one and it's coming through the next one. So I'm going to have to do some repairs on that. That's the air trap, I think, yeah, where it takes the air in for the ventilation. I'm going to take this bottom piece off now as well. So it's not supposed to be white, I don't actually like it white either, I want it black. Same problem on this side with the rust. Give it a clean as well. Quickly show you inside. Light just went dead, so I'm going to have to put the big light on here. But you can see in that corner there, probably not particularly well because I haven't got my light. Try and make it a bit brighter if possible, get that in there. But as you can see, there's a lot of rust in the corner. Some of that's just chipped off there, but that's where the bolt was, and I've got the same problem on the other side. I'm going to have to take this around there to show you properly. So as you can see there, this is a bit hard, but this is like rotting away. Yeah, so it's rotting away, and that is outside there obviously, but you can see it here, this bracket. Well, the bracket's actually moving, look. You can't really see that in the camera shot, but it's just rusted away, and now it's going to need, I don't want to push on it too much, but it's going to need some repair. I've had a look underneath and I've got a similar problem. I can actually start to see it coming through underneath, and it's been patched before, but obviously it wasn't done very well, or if it has, it's just rusted away again since then. And I'm finding quite a bit of rust on the flooring in different areas that is just being hidden. It's just like a rubber grommet in here. I think it's, I'm not sure what it's for actually, if it's let out water or whatever. I mean, the water would build up here because it's a lower point than here anyway, so I don't see the point in that, unless it's to do with the door seal or something. But if you can see, look, it's actually rusting through. It's breaking up there as well. This is not good news, because I don't know how to do welding and all that. It's going to suddenly turn into like a big job or whatever, I don't know. But I'm going to have to do something about it. And we'll just start grinding it back and see what we're left with, I suppose. Oh my goodness. I was hoping for a bolt behind there, but it's just terrible patch welding instead. Look at this. This is why I... Look at that, that's terrible. This is why I'm trying to begin taking this apart, despite some people saying don't do it, just leave it and use it, because... Sorry, the camera's all over the place, but it's just really, it's so bad under here. I can't stand it. I don't like the rust as it is, but the thing is just going to drop to bits if I don't take care of it now. So what I'm going to do real quick is just get some of this loose rust off here. By no means is this the end of it. I'm just taking off like the flaking paint and the surface rust, and just seeing what's underneath, if there's any like real rust that's like rusting straight through it. Doesn't appear to be at this point. It just looks mostly surface, and I can just grind that back because I've got grinding wheel and stuff. That one doesn't look too good there. It's actually got a slight hole in it. It will need something doing to it, some filling or something. And down here as well, it's not looking too great. But we'll see where we're at. So there's a lot of like flaking paint and stuff like that, which is fine. Paint is not an issue. That's unfortunately, whatever that was, it's gone. Nothing I can do about that. I don't know what was there. So I'm going to take this off now, this bottom bracket, and yeah, we'll see what we're left with. So there we go. I've taken that off, and you can see underneath it's a bit rusty. Whoever sprayed this just literally went straight over it. They didn't mask any of this off, which is a shame, because that looks really awful, if you ask me. I don't like the look of that. There's some more rust, look. I'm not enjoying looking at this, because it's looking like, to me, the way I want things, it's looking like a huge task. But that's probably just me being really picky, because I suppose I can make it look nice and functional, good enough for when I've got the real sort of money to spend on this and to really get things done the way I want them done. Because the issue I've got here is to get it into the standard that I want. It will likely sit in this workshop for 20 years. So I have to just sort of make a start on it and just get it looking presentable and try and just stop the rust from continuing. You know, not so much repair it to the point where it's like brand new and keep it that way. It's just stop the rust that is there from going any further, unless it's structural, and then I'll have to actually repair it properly and fix that whole part. So that's where we've got up to so far. Yeah, it's not been easy, and it's not going to get any easier by the looks of it. I'm enjoying it, dismantling it, but it's going to be the putting it back together and also fixing certain areas that might be a little bit, don't know how that's going to go, so we'll just have to see as things progress. But other than that, yeah, I've made a start here. It's looking quite a mess down here, and need to clean it up, and then start bringing this back to bare metal in these areas and treating it, and that's a good start. That's a good start. Then we'll see where we're up to then. So yeah, as you can see, I've grinded off most of the rust to see if it's surface or whether it's going through. And as you can see on this side here, unfortunately, it's looking a bit worse for wear. There's actually some holes here, just there, there, and there. And down here, this is starting to look a little bit bad as well. But this is probably by far the worst. It's actually like just goes straight through. It looks like somebody's used a lot of filler along here, because when I'm grinding I can actually see the filler coming away. So it's probably just, there's probably filler all the way along this thing. Not much I can do about that unless I get rid of it all, which I don't really want to do. As you can see though, this is alright with a bit of treatment. They've stuck these things over these, I don't know what this is, but they've stuck something over it. I think it's to stop rust from going in there, like water going in and stuff, but I'll probably put new ones of them on, so that's probably a good idea. Over here is looking okay. This little bit here, it's not actually a full-on hole, but it's nearly there. If I can get the camera angle good. Yeah, so that could be a problem as well. I've got to fill it all, but that's it really. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve today, taking this all apart and having a look at the rust. It's not terrible, but I've still got some work to do. I've got some work ahead of me. So I want to thank you for watching today's video, and please subscribe, like the video, share it with everybody for the YouTube algorithm, and hopefully I can upload some more content soon and make a bit more of a move on Rio the Rascal. I've got a few other bits as well to show you, because I actually received 2 compressors. It's another story for another video. I also want to go over how I got the thing working, and a number of other things. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, please. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.